established, experienced, new kids on the block like how Arteta was. You've got to be writing down lists now, having indirect conversations from now. You can't just, Other Kroenke's going to do that. Pardon me. Last September, he signed a new deal for what? 15 million a year. Are they going to pay out his compensation package and his coaching stuff, and obviously give the new manager what he wants? And the new manager, as we know, has to be given the right to a degree to rip up the squad, quote unquote. I'm exaggerating, but what if he says, I don't want Declan Rice? What if he says, I don't want Saka? What if he says, I don't want Raya? Exaggerating, I know, but you're going to have to give the man the luxury to do what needs to be done. That's just me, though, man. But yeah, man, moving on, though. Apparently, Gyökeres has already decided his future, people. Define the future. He's decided to return to England, really. Apparently, he's out of the Sweden squad. Official reason is injury. Unclear whether that's an injury or an injury. Maybe a nasty case of transferitis. I don't know, man. We're seeing it all. You would have seen Gunner Blog say Arsenal explored the parameters of deals for Victor Gyokeres and Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal's leadership group have debated the merits of both players. If they made a clear decision on their preference, they're keeping it close to their chest. If it is to be Sesko, Leipzig would prefer an early sale, having missed out on Champions League qualification. There's a financial shortfall for Leipzig to meet. Gyökeres, however, may be the cheaper overall package. So Gyökeres might be cheaper with now mode. Obviously, Sesko is going to be more expensive. You've been scouting him for a while, potential, all of that. They both have pros and cons. I'm happy with either one, as I keep saying, people, but I'm a broken record. In wide areas, Arsenal have explored a number of options. Senior figures at the club have held talks with Leroy Sané. The expectation has been that Sané would renew with Bayern Munich, but Arsenal are an alternative if he decides to move on. What do we make of Sané? Arsenal's coaching staff are also keen admirers of Rodrygo. However, the numbers associated with a hypothetical deal would be challenging. And I must admit, maybe, I don't know, but at some point, you're just going to have to commit to, if you want them kind of players there, you have to pay the P's and think of a way to do it. Arsenal's interest in Nico Williams is long-standing, while Anthony Gordon is another who the club like, but who would command a high fee. While there has been a lot of speculation about the left flank, Arsenal may need a player who's an option on the right. Stop taking the piss. Wanyeri can play there. I don't even know who the new winger is if we get one, but you can play there. Trossard can play there. Martinelli can play there. We are not going to sign someone that's predominantly playing on the right. Let's stop all of that. We need to be getting a left winger, let alone a right one. Wanyeri can play there, and as we know, he's been earmarked for a central position. Martin Zubimendi's move to Arsenal is effectively agreed, depending on a medical, but fans may have to wait for confirmation. Real Sociedad have expressed a preference for the deal not to be ratified until July for accounting purposes. So we got one more month. Arsenal apparently have allocated funds to Mertesacker to enable him to strengthen the academy this summer. Partey's been linked with a new contract at Arsenal. He's also been linked with Barcelona, people. So we'll have to see how that one plays out. Sammy Motbell on Gyökeres and Sesko has said, my information is that Arsenal are working towards confirming the frameworks of both deals before making a final decision which to proceed with. Sesko has near universal backing at the club, but crucially will be the more expensive deal. Gyökeres' chances of moving to Arsenal have increased since Berta's appointment. Price is key here. Sesko ticks many boxes in terms of profile. He's younger and plays in a stronger league according to recruitment data. Gyökeres is more economical, but would see the club divert from their long-term strategy, given Sesko has always been the target. Sesko will leave Leipzig this summer, as Romano has said. Last week, Arsenal had the first concrete talks for Sesko. Arsenal spoke to Leipzig and had direct conversations with the agent of the player. Smash the like button. Arsenal started to understand the whole situation around Sesko, contract terms, player value. I'm told it would be worth less than the reported 100 million euros. Now, there's still nothing agreed as of today between Arsenal and Sesko, but there's contact ongoing between all parties involved. I think making contact for Sesko is showing how concrete Arsenal's interest is. Can we sign the player? I think this was the most pointless, but funniest bit of the article as well. Raheem Sterling has not yet been officially notified that his time at Arsenal will not be extended, but the expectation is he will leave this summer. No news is good news. I mean, his son's just signed for Arsenal's academy. Is there a coaching job going, Sterling? We've gone over the medical stuff, people, and whatnot with Martin Zubimendi. I would love Mbeumo. Apparently, Brentford may ask for a higher fee for Mbeumo after claims he's decided to join Manchester United. They plan to play hardball over 60 million. He's probably going to get serious wages. Apparently, Chelsea have reportedly indicated their desire to trigger the 58 million release clause in Nico Williams' Athletic Club contract following talks with his agent. By now, you could actually probably just take Chelsea's name out and put Arsenal, and the article would ring true. We're led to believe we was apparently the front runners for the Spanish international. We got 11 goals and 7 assists in 45 appearances last season. The Barcelonas, the Bayern Munichs, the Uniteds, the Real Madrids have all been interested. Ernesto Valverde did hint that he could stay at Bilbao because they're now in the Champions League. Kind of echoes what was said last year about, oh, he wants to play in Europe. Apparently, his wage demands are said to be 400 million, 400 million, definitely not 400,000 euros. What's that, 300 odd? I don't think he knows what he wants to do. And if he does know what he wants to do, I think it's the Barca thing now. Great player, let's just pivot and go elsewhere. According to Ben Jacobs, Bilbao have began initial talks with Nico Williams to renew his contract. Discussions include a deal that would increase his current 58 million release clause and push the player's salary towards 10 million euros a year. Makes sense if you're Bilbao on top of wanting to keep a good player. And it is a World Cup year, so maybe that's reason to stay put or leave generally for players. You should be getting a lot more than 100 million for a minute. So we'll see what happens there. So yeah, he's reportedly in talks to sign a new contract despite significant interest from Arsenal. At this moment in time, he's got 2 years left on his deal. Apparently, Chelsea held talks with his reps over a move at the weekend. He's the primary target of both London clubs. Barcelona and Real Madrid are also known admirers of the 22-year-old. Ben Jacobs has said Nico Williams has begun initial talks to renew his Athletic Bilbao contract. Parties discussing a salary pushing 10 million euros. Release clause could increase should a deal be agreed, not yet a guarantee. Suitors like Arsenal and Chelsea see value in Williams' current 58 million euros clause, and he remains on their radar, but overall cost of the transfer, wage and agent fees make it expensive. Athletic Bilbao are hoping they can tie Williams down before any offers come in. Good player, but I don't want to hear this no more. Shout out Gabriel Jesus. He's training at his old club, Palmeiras, as he aims to recover from his long-term injury. On Nico Williams, Romano said a dream target for Chelsea and Arsenal is Nico Williams, but it's very expensive. The player is still not given any indication about where he wants to go. Fuck him then. Pardon my language, man. And again, I'm being harsh, Nico, because you could be telling Arsenal, Chelsea, Bilbao, Real Madrid, Barca, Bayern, Newcastle, I want to sign for you. But fuck him, man. Because what I don't want is, we tried for Nico, but there's no left winger. Cool, go get me. I don't know. He's not at the same level, but Malik Fofana or something of Lyon or one of them little wild kids at Monaco or something. Anyone going for Jadon Sancho? I know I'm being silly, but apparently he's to leave Chelsea at the end of the loan, and Chelsea will probably have to pay 5 million. Apparently they couldn't agree terms about a renewal. Jack Wilshere is the front runner to become a manager of League One club Plymouth Argyle as well. People, Dharma Chef said, there is more certainty in Arsenal's executive structure following the appointment of Andrea Berta. As a result, Arsenal are expected to be very decisive in this transfer window, and I expect them to get their business done efficiently. What do we make of that, folks? Eze is an Arsenal fan. There's no way he's going to Spurs. Very naive, very naive. What team did Jermaine Defoe support? What team did Darren Bent support? When you're a footballer, you go where you can. Listen, if I'm a Premier League footballer like Eze, Arsenal haven't bidded nothing for me. The other clubs are not involved. I could stay in London, play in the Champions League with Spurs. I'm not trying to gas up Spurs. I'm going to give consideration to it. Being a fan don't mean much. This is a job, unfortunately. Yeah, bro, tired. What are the chances we give Sterling a permanent deal after signing his son? Bring him. Did you see the Zubimendi interview? We are not signing him anymore. Where is this interview? You lot keep speaking about it. Where is it? Point me to the right direction, man. Please. Where is it? Well, that might have to be for another stream. Can't see them thing there. Is this it? Or is this only it? My future, it will be a long summer. I don't know how it will end. If Xabi Alonso calls me to join Real Madrid, I've always said Xavi is my idol. It was a privilege to have him as my coach at La Real B. If he called me now, I don't want to talk about I'm just going to say hypotheticals, hypothesis, I think. I'd rather talk about the future. It'd be disrespectful to talk about that while I'm on national duty. I've posted pics on the Spain bench while rumours said I'm in London doing medical exams for Arsenal. Yes, I did make it clear those rumours were not true. Is this it? Well, brother, Zubimendi, if you don't sign for us, my guy, things have to happen, bro. It's cool if that's what you want to do. Listen, go and live your life, man. But other than the players on City, I feel players coming from the German league always flop nowadays. If Partey goes, we need Bruno G. Is this real? I mean, you lot are seeing what I'm seeing, in it. You lot are seeing it there, innit? I don't know. I don't know. I thought when you lot Said it was an interview. I thought there would have been a lot more, man. Players don't care about fandom. I get paid to play. It's a job, bro. And if I was a footballer, like if I played for Arsenal, if I came through any academy and whatnot, I would love the club, immerse, love the fans. But it's a job, bro. You lot love me as long as I'm useful. The minute I become useless, either to the manager or I'm like 32, I want a 3-year deal. You don't want to give me that. Safe. It is what it is. I'm not criticizing Real Madrid. Luka Modric was begging to stay at Madrid. They said we're going in another direction. Forget all of that, man. If I live for your applause, I'm gonna die by your booze. Nah, big up your gal, man. If oh shit, it's 2 minutes past 3. It's 2 minutes past 3, man. What is he meant to say? I don't know what he's meant to say, but yeah, I hear that. But we'll have to see. All I'd say with Zubimendi is cool. If